Hello there and welcome back. In this video we are going to take at a logging module which is pretty fancy. This is called LoGuru. So what we would like to do is to create a virtual environment, virtual env, and then activate the virtual environment and install it. LoGuru. Once it's successfully installed, we can take it for a test drive. So what we would like to do is to open up our favorite code editor and create a demo.py. And from LoGuru we would like to import logger. And the easiest example is the following. This is just a demo. If we execute the demo, we should see the following. We have a timestamp, an information level, a source, and the message. And what we can also do is to add different formatters. So basically we could add to our log a log file. So logger.add, and we could say that this is a file .log. And once we save it and run it, we should see that the log messages start to appear in a file. And what we could also do when we are specifying file is to specify rotation. So for example, we could say that the rotation is 500 megabytes. Or we could say that the rotation is 12 AM. Or we could say that the rotation is 10 days. And this should take care of rotating the files given these conditions. And what we could do is to basically use the f string in Python. So logger.info, you are using Python prefer feature, of course, and we could pass the argument 3.10 and feature equals f strings. Let's just comment these two out and run our example once again. So empty expressions are not allowed. What? Yeah, we have the logging info and we have the feature. F string. All right, then version equals, and here say that this is 1. Why is it not defined? Well, let's do it this way then. And there we go. What we can also do is to basically wrap functions with the logger.catch. So for example, def division A and B, and return a/b. And we could say that we use the logger.catch. And after that, logger.info, or rather simply call the print division 1 and 0. And if everything goes well, we should be able to catch this error. And the nice thing is that we can see this error message is traced back inside our log file. What we could also do if we were on Linux is to format the message with pretty colors, and yeah, Outlaw. Let's try it, and let's make this a demo2.py. So from LoGuru we import logging or logger, and we say that logger.add goes to out.log, and the backtrace is true and the diagnose is true. This can leak sensitive data, and then define our function a, b, which returns a/b, and we have the nested and c, and we try the function with 5 and c, except 0 division error, and logger.exception what, and we call our nested with the 0. So now if we run the demo2, we can see the nested error message, and inside our out.log we can trace back the problem. So the problem was that in the nested we gave the argument 0, and it called the function which tried to divide by 0, and these were the values that threw the exception. And what we can also do is to structure our logging. So basically structure.py, from LoGuru we import logger, and the logger.add file.log format equals extra IP and extra user and the message, and context logger is equal to logger dot bind IP equals 192.168.0.1, and the user is ReaperPie. And then for the context logger dot info contextualized, and we can use the context logger dot bind user equals another user, and we could give it an info message, someone else. And if we run it, we should see the following. As you can see, we have the file log, and this is the format. This is one user, this is the message, this is another user, and this is someone else. And There are many more features which I trust you to find in the official documentation, but this was basically a teaser as to what you can do with this module. So see you in the next one.